they talk to him? Why do Boosie get all the love? As if he the killer. Mm-hmm. And Boosie ain't no mother killer. You can slap Boosie and that bitch wouldn't do nothing. Mm-hmm. You can slap Lil Boosie, that bitch don't do nothing. Lil Marlo was the killer. Lil Boosie ain't had a fight with nobody. That you punch him in the nose, that bleed to death because he a diabetic. You can't give him no black eye.
Charleston's entire persona is built on chaos, talking reckless, baiting folks, and daring anyone to respond. That's his blueprint. He hunts for a target, drags them through the mud, and thrives on the chaos that follows. Rappers, activists, athletes, nobody's safe from his antics. But when Charleston decided to toss Boosie's name into his circus, he lit a fuse he had no chance of controlling. Others were worried Charleston was straight up trying to bait Boosie into trouble. No matter where people stood, one thing was clear. Charleston had crossed a line you just don't come back from.
Your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow motherfucker, long hair freak. That little don't know how to fight either. Get them, y'all babies just rapper baby.
And the roots of all this chaos, they trace back to Kanye West. Remember when Kanye stepped out in that White Lives Matter shirt? The culture went wild. Some defended him, some shredded him, but nobody stayed silent. Every move, every reaction, every headline fueled the fire that eventually landed right in Charleston and Boosie's lap, turning a simmering beef into full-blown chaos the internet couldn't ignore. Boosie wasn't holding back. He was one of the loudest voices calling out Kanye for disrespecting black people and turning a serious movement into a fashion stunt. That's when Charleston spotted his opening. Instead of siding with Boosie, he flipped the narrative, clowning him for having the nerve to speak out.
Son, saw one dude said he said he's the one who got your son arrested. How do you feel about stuff like that?
Who got my son arrested?
Then he said Charleston White went on the record.
I don't know, man. I don't fuck with Charleston White. That nigga, they're Prush. I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm keeping that nigga name out my mouth. That's a threat to my success. Yeah. Charleston White.
He went online telling everyone Boosie wasn't the man to be talking, labeling him a hypocrite and trying to make it look like his outrage was just some desperate stunt for clout. Suddenly, this wasn't just trolling anymore. This was two rap heavyweights, Boosie and Ty, both furious because their families had been dragged into Charleston's circus. Their sons were clapping back, the internet was buzzing nonstop, and Charleston, he was sitting in the middle of it all grinning like he just hit the jackpot. The wildest part? The internet couldn't look away. Every clip, every comment, every reaction added fuel to a fire that was only getting hotter. Every clip of Charleston running his mouth went viral instantly. Every response from Boosie or T.I. spread like wildfire, igniting the internet into chaos. King's Instagram Live got replayed 1,000 times, with people debating whether he was really ready to back up his words. To fans, it looked like a slow-motion car crash.
It was like the judge he don't feel good. You see how low his energy is.
I mean, well, he says this judge seems pretty cool.
Man, he just saying that to kiss ass because they watch it. I used to say the same shit, and the judge kept revoking my bond. That nigga bit the pillar in an interview. Have you ever seen a gangster in an interview, nigga?
Messy, chaotic, and totally addictive. But beneath all the noise, the real story was crystal clear. This wasn't about clout anymore. This was about family. In hip-hop, in the streets, in life. You don't come for a man's kids. Charleston White thought he was untouchable. And in some ways, he plays that role perfectly. Loud, reckless, always leaning on the excuse that rappers can't touch him because he'll just call the cops. That's his wild card. The reason he feels free to disrespect legends and their families without blinking. But if you step back, this wasn't just another internet circus. This was a test of respect, a test of manhood, and a test of what fathers will do when someone disrespects their blood. Boosie's warning hit so hard because it wasn't just for show. It was pure, raw truth. You could feel the room shift when he spoke. Same energy with T.I. He wasn't just protecting King's rap image. He was protecting his son, plain and simple, and letting the world know that family comes first, no exceptions.
They're gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something. I don't play no police game, man. Just know as you move around, man, life is real, bro. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. Just don't play with me and don't play with mine. Leave my motherfucking children out your motherfucking face, boy.
Same energy with T.I. He wasn't just defending King's rap image, he was defending his role as a father, his responsibility as a man. That kind of presence hits hard, and Charleston kept brushing it off like it was all jokes. The wild part? This entire storm started with something as small as a shirt. Kanye's White Lives Matter stunt opened the door, and Charleston locked onto Boosie like a predator, turning a righteous call out into a full-blown firestorm. Boosie calling out Kanye? That was speaking for everyone who felt disrespected. But Charleston saw it as a golden opportunity to flip the script, keep himself trending, and feed off the chaos he craves. By tying Kanye's moment to Boosie's name, Charleston created a loop. Every headline about Kanye dragged Boosie back into the conversation. He built a whole strategy to make Boosie look like the hypocrite critic. But the second Charleston stepped off Kanye and went after Boosie's son, Tutty, everything changed. And then throwing King Harris into the mix, that pushed the drama into another stratosphere. King is young, proud, fiery, and he isn't afraid to speak his mind. Suddenly, what started as internet chaos over a shirt became a full-blown war over respect, legacy, and family honor.
This nigga under pressure and stress. Come on, my not playing. He facing 15. Homie, don't you know he got a turd in his ass? Because those 5 murders is part of relevant conduct that goes into the PSI. Even though he beat it, they still bring it up as an arrest. Boosie record don't put him on a cakewalk, y'all. He going where he got to really be in danger and in fear, no matter who.
The internet has been split watching this chaos unfold. Some argue Charleston is just chasing clout, nothing deeper. Others say he crossed a sacred line, one no man should ever cross. The debates online prove how massive this story has grown. People weren't just dissecting Charleston's words, they were talking about what it means to be a father, what it means to protect your family, and whether Charleston's reckless trolling is even safe in the real world anymore. Because let's be honest, Charleston's whole playbook assumes the internet is all talk. But Boosie and T.I. come from places where words turn into action fast. And then there's the next generation, Tootie Raw and King Harris. They're not just background characters in this drama. They've been clapping back too. King especially isn't holding anything back, confronting Charleston head on, matching energy with energy, and making it clear he's ready to stand his ground. That alone had the internet debating whether King was proving himself or just feeding Charleston's appetite for attention even more. Some people respected King for standing tall, holding his ground like a young king defending his name. Others thought he was handing Charleston exactly what he wanted: attention, chaos, and clout. Either way, King's reaction put him in the spotlight just as much as Charleston. And now the world is watching him like never before. What makes this saga so fascinating is the layers: hip-hop beef, family pride, trolling, generational clashes, and even Kanye's shadow lurking in the background. Each layer poured gasoline on the fire, making it burn hotter with every clip, every comment, and every live stream. And while Charleston laughs it off, the tension underneath only keeps growing. The vibe shifted from playful trolling to dangerous disrespect, and the culture knows it. Boosie and T.I. aren't men you play with lightly, especially when their kids are involved.
He ain't hiding, so why gonna get your ass locked up?
Yeah.
So, shit, I've been ducking that smoke with Charles.
That's the only smoke I ever heard Boosie say he ducking.
That's some smoke you don't want, man. Hey. I ain't trying to have them, man, calling no DAs on and all this on me. That's real shit.
Yeah.
It's real fake shit.
But people got to realize, right, if you look at our community, I don't understand why people make threats online.
As the drama snowballed, the culture sat glued to their screens, watching every move, wondering how far this could go. Charleston White kept laughing, throwing insults, doubling down like he had nothing to lose. He painted himself untouchable, bragging that rappers couldn't touch him without catching cases. That kind of talk only fueled his confidence, making him bolder with every live stream. He dared Boosie. He dared T.I. He dared anyone to step out of line and give him an excuse to play victim. And the streets were watching every move. Exactly the kind of kid who isn't going to stay quiet when someone throws shade. King came back with raw energy, making it clear to Charleston that this wasn't just some internet show anymore. And with T.I. stepping in behind him, the whole beef escalated into a full-blown generational clash. On one side, you had Charleston mocking the new wave of rap kids, calling them spoiled, fake, and destined to crash. On the other, fathers and sons stood shoulder to shoulder, sending a clear message. Family comes first, no matter the industry games. That's why the internet went insane over it. This wasn't just another rap beef. It was fathers versus a troll, legacies versus disrespect, and culture standing up against chaos.
Boosie, your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow motherfucker, long hair.
I ain't really got no opinion on him because, my opinion can send me to prison.
You slap Kanye West, that's where he was wrong at, homie.
Yeah.
Why slap him for what, nigga? When you had a 15-year-old hitman, nigga, that murdered black people.
Charleston's antics made him go viral, sure, but the responses, that's what gave this story real power. When Boosie stared straight into the camera and told Charleston to stay away from his family, that clip lit up social media because it tapped into something bigger than hip-hop: fatherhood, pride, and loyalty. People shared it not just because it was Boosie, but because they got it. Don't touch my kids. That line hit different. Same energy hit when T.I. stepped up for King. He wasn't chasing headlines. He was showing the world exactly what it means to protect your child under attack. The respect in that move, undeniable. But Charleston, he's no fool. He knows exactly what he's doing. Laughs it off, claims rappers can't touch him because he's protected, and keeps stoking the flames. To him, it's a win-win. Chaos online, attention on him, and the world watching every move. If they respond, Charleston gets clicks. If they stay silent, he claims victory anyway. That's why he keeps pushing buttons and testing limits. He believes he's untouchable. But here's the truth. When you disrespect someone's kids, this isn't about clout or viral points anymore. You stepped into the world of honor, and honor is something men like Boosie and T.I. don't gamble with. Boosie isn't the type to sit quietly while someone threatens his people, especially when family is involved. Every jab, every insult only fuels Boosie's fire, and the streets know it's about to get messy. This isn't just another beef. It's a full-blown clash with sparks flying everywhere. But Charleston, he's never satisfied until he hits that exact weak spot, the one that makes the whole internet stop scrolling and gasp. And he found it when he started dragging Boosie's son, Tootie Raw, into the mess. That's the move that made everybody in the culture pause and go, whoa, this ain't just trolling no more. Charleston was out here bragging about trying to get Tutty locked up, running his mouth like it was all jokes, but anyone paying attention knew Boosie doesn't duck smoke when it comes to his kids. For a minute, Boosie kept his cool. He didn't blow up online or start a back and forth. He wasn't giving Charleston the reaction he was fishing for. But the more Charleston kept putting Tootie's name on blast, the heavier the tension got, and the streets could feel it. Finally, Boosie stepped up in front of the camera, and the warning he dropped, you couldn't miss it. No yelling, no wild threats, just pure authority and a vibe that made it clear. This is serious. He let his words hit with full force, heavy, sharp, and undeniable. Don't ever come for my kids. Don't drag my family into your circus. That moment hit different. The internet exploded instantly. Clips of Boosie's warning spread everywhere, going viral in minutes. Some fans were hyped, saying, that's exactly how a real father handles it. It was a dangerous game of bait and switch, and Charleston thrived in it. But for everyone else watching, it wasn't entertainment anymore. It was a powder keg about to blow. Boosie's energy shifted in a way fans could feel instantly. At first, his silence looked like patience, holding back while Charleston threw shade. But after Charleston dragged Tootie Raw's name too many times, that silence became a warning. When Boosie finally spoke, the weight in his voice was undeniable. This wasn't rap beef. This wasn't clout chasing. This was a father drawing a line. Don't talk about my kids. Simple, clear, and powerful enough to make the internet pause. That moment reminded everyone that no matter how wild things get online, family is sacred. You could diss Boosie's music, career, or money, but once you dragged his son into it, you stepped into dangerous territory, a line that even Charleston White was learning shouldn't be crossed lightly. T.I. made it crystal clear when he stepped up for King Harris. No sugarcoating, no hesitation. He wasn't about to sit back while a grown man clowned his child. For T.I., this wasn't about protecting King's image in the rap game. It was about defending his son as a father. And that's why this story isn't fading anytime soon. Too many lines have been crossed. Too much pride is on the table. And too much family honor is at stake. At the end of the day, this isn't just a story about Charleston White trolling rappers online. It's about what happens when internet games collide with real-world codes of respect. It's a reminder that no matter how massive social media gets, some rules don't change. Family comes first, honor matters, and there are lines you just don't cross. Boosie made that crystal clear. T.I. made that clear. And now the world is watching to see if Charleston finally learns that lesson the hard way. So what do you think? Was Boosie right to drop that warning? Did Charleston cross a line that should never be touched? And was King Harris smart to clap back? Or did he just give Charleston more fuel to burn? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, share this with your people, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next story, because this one is far from over.